morning and welcome to Muddy River Mornings. I'm Bob Goff.
And I'm Brittany Bull.
And it is a lovely Friday as we get ready to head into another weekend. It was an incredibly busy week, another busy week, and we've got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do. But first, we get to start it off with breakfast.
That's right. It is, we have a burrito with some fruit and some potatoes and some coffee, so...
Now, did you know that yesterday was actually National Burrito Day, Bob?
I did not know that.
Yes, so I believe you can get your burrito anytime at Crazy Cakes. What they served us today was the Farmer's Burrito. It is served with a side of potatoes, fresh fruit. The Farmer Burrito is also available as a omelet and a scramble as well. It's good. It's really good.
And you want hot sauce on yours, right?
Yes, I have to have hot sauce on everything, and they have good hot sauce there too.
Hot sauce and ranch dressing?
Oh, no. Ranch is just for like the pizza and all the fried food.
If someone told you you have to give up either hot sauce or ranch dressing, and you can never have one of them again, which would you give up?
I'd rather die.
That's not an option. Death is not an option.
I guess ranch, because then I could substitute
sour cream?
Yep, sour cream, cottage cheese.
There you go.
I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Also, real quick, their coffee is the, what was
Irish Kiss?
Yes. We're still giving Irish kisses.
Good. Well, the Irish deserve them. So, anyway, I want to thank our friends at Crazy Cakes for once again being a part of what we do here, and with their great breakfast and their great coffee. And you can head over there. They are closed Sundays and Mondays, but the other 5 days a week, and we've been over there a little bit the last couple of days, and they've certainly been busy.
Yes.
So glad they are aboard with us as a partner. So, well, we are one election down and one to go.
Yes.
here along the Mississippi.
Yes. So we just wrapped up the Quincy election.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk a little bit more, I think, about that coming up on our Club Muddy.
Mm-hmm.
And congratulations to everyone that won.
Yes.
And then we are about a couple days. How many days are we? Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, April 8th, will be the Hannibal election.
That's my mom's birthday.
So,
happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Kathy. So anyway, that's, and then election season will be done here for about a year, because there's nothing in the fall to worry about, and then we'll have next spring and get into the whole thing again. But we get a little bit of a respite for it. So a lot of election coverage this week, a lot of election talk on our podcast. So we've had all that going on, and as Brittany said, we're also going to have new leadership here in Quincy, as Linda Moore will be sworn in as mayor next month. So
exciting.
Yeah.
Real quick on the Hannibal, what is up for the Hannibal election?
Mayor and alderman, city councilman races. They call them councilmen there, not aldermen. Councilmen. We have three of the wards I think are contested, and then we also have the mayor's race. So lots of stuff over there. Of course, we will cover that one just like we covered the one over here this week. We'll have lots of good stuff and lots of information from the other side of the river as well. So that's again, we've got. All that kind of content going on. Another big story we had this week was Johnwood Community College is going to be looking for a new president, as Brian Renfro is going to head north a little bit and be a part of the Eastern Iowa Community College system.
Yes, and then we had some board members just recently join the Johnwood board,
yes.
And I don't think that they expected that was going to be the first thing on their plate.
No kidding, right? Kent Snyder, of course, was the former Adams County board chairman. He just retired from the Adams County board. He was elected to the Johnwood board, and Andy Sprague was re-elected to the Johnwood board. So again, yes, their first task will be find a new president, as Brian Renfro will stay on through the end of June.
All right, coming up next, we have a word from our sponsors, and right before that, we're going to show you the Birthday of the Month winner. It is the March Birthday of the Month. We'd like to thank Wolfhound Pub for supporting us on that.
Hey everybody, we are here to announce the Birthday of the Month winner, and this winner is brought to you by
Wolfhound Pub. They are located in downtown Hannibal. Now this is for the March Birthday of the Month. We thank them for that sponsorship. You win a gift certificate from them. You're going to pick that up in downtown Hannibal from Eric.
Woohoo! Okay, so here we go. Congratulations to the winner. We'll say it ahead of time, but thank you to everybody who engaged with this. It's always fun to get a winner, but here we go. Ready? Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da, drum roll.
Betty Abel? Betty Abel.
Yep, March 12th. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Betty. Congratulations. Thank you again to the Wolfhound Pub. It's a great place. Go check it out. And thank you, MRN, for making this possible.
Go get yourself a Guinness from there.
There you go.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy. What kind of shows will you see on Muddy River Gems each month? The same award-winning storytelling from Mark McDonald and crew that you enjoyed for nearly 20 years on PBS. Muddy River Gems with host Mark McDonald. A new episode every month online from Muddy River News.
Hi, I'm Glenn Swick, Designated Managing Broker at Swick Realty. And choosing the right real estate agent is one of the most important decisions you'll make when selling your home. Let me share some quick tips to help you find the perfect fit. First, look for experience and expertise. A great agent knows your local market, understands pricing trends, and has a proven track record of successful sales. Next, check reviews and testimonials. Past clients' feedback can give you a sense of the agent's professionalism, communication style, and results. Communication is key. You want an agent who listens to your needs, keeps you updated, and is readily available to answer your questions. Finally, trust your gut. Selling a home is a partnership, so choose someone you feel comfortable with and confident in. If you're ready to sell, I'd love to be that trusted partner for you. Reach out today and let's achieve your home selling goals together.
Welcome back. We want to thank our friends over at the Wolfhound Pub again for sponsoring Birthday of the Month. And of course, Cole Wholesale. They provide a lot of services for a lot of restaurants, including the Wolfhound Pub.
Yeah.
And I had the honor a few weeks ago to take part in some cooking from in our Cooking with Cole segment. Those are back. I had a little seared tuna. So Bradley Darnell and Aaron Kirkhoff with Cole's Wholesale joined me in this. It was delicious, and let's go ahead and take a look. I'm Bob Goff with Muddy River News. I'm with Aaron Kirkhoff, the General Manager of Cole Wholesale, and Bradley Darnell, the Corporate Executive Chef for Cole Wholesale. We are at the Cole Cash and Carry Showroom at 140 Main, and we are getting ready to have some tuna on salad, not tuna salad.
That's right, not
Although
tuna
there's no wrong
salad.
with good tuna salad, but here we are in Lent, and again, we can all go to our favorite local restaurants, which of course Cole's provides much of what they have, whether it's cod or walleye or catfish or whatever, and you can have that during Lent, but sometimes you want something a little different, that's what we're going to have here.
Yeah, it is. So we're going to start with a ahi tuna steak, which is one of the best steaks to have as far as like cooking it rare. And then I'm actually going to put Aaron to work. I don't know if you know that or not, but
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm going to have him paint on some egg whites right here which is kind of like the little chefy secret to having some sesame seeds stick to it. And then we're going to put her in some hot oil, and we're going to get busy there. So.
Vanna, you want to show us that steak there? That looks
beautiful,
delicious.
nice ahi tuna steaks. Yeah,
yes.
You like that? That's good.
I'm waiting to dive in.
Professional at that.
You are, yes.
Yes,
I think it's great.
I like it.
Get you.
I like it.
Catch him on Indeed. He'll find it. But we got some good-looking salad here,
right.
and some radishes, and again, all this stuff and the sauces. Walk us through those here in a little bit. Yep. All the stuff you can get the cash and carry. The best thing about the cash and carry is you walk in here, and there's so much great and different stuff. But if you're looking for something that you don't see in here, give them some time and they can find it.
Yeah, our teammates are one of a kind. Like, we have chefs that work here. We have folks that work in the back of the house in kitchens that work here at Cole. We have over 400 teammates that work for Cole Wholesale in general, but right here specifically at our cash and carry have some great culinary knowledge that we can impart upon any of our customers.
You go through and you look at the different sauces and you look at the different, the meats, the fish, all the stuff. It's just, they've got such a variety here. It's unique, and it's celebrating its 25th anniversary.
Yeah, who knew that? Like, we've been in business for 25 years, and as an organization, been in business for over 150 years.
Yeah,
crazy.
Which of course started out as the In-Whole Grocer Company back in 1873, and
days.
now again 150 years later, the cash and carry is a part of it. It is just it's one of our great local businesses, and again, we're a local company, they're a local company. They supply to all these local restaurants, and that's what it's all about, is making Quincy a great place to live, work, and most importantly, eat.
Eat. That's
Let's
right.
eat.
Let's
do
eat.
it.
Yeah. Let's go. All right. So what we want to first start to do is get a nice pan of oil that barely covers the bottom and nice and hot. Okay.
Smoke it.
Smoke it. I mean, smoke it hot, right? So while that's doing that, Aaron is going to put on some of that nice egg wash there.
Up, down, up. Like Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay, good.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure you do that all the way around.
I know how to do it.
So make sure you do that all the way.
Both sides.
Both
right?
sides. Absolutely.
I don't wanna
Absolutely.
mess this up too quick.
Well, yeah, you don't want to.
Well, you got to let the professionals handle these things.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, that's why I gave you the easiest job.
Thank you.
So, all right. So once that's accomplished, we're going to put this right in to the sesame seeds. So we got a mixture of black and white here, which has got
Beautiful.
actually two different kind of flavor profiles actually. So.
And also really aesthetically pleasing. Like,
Absolutely.
It looks good. You got to enjoy what you're eating. You look at it and you taste it.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got our pan nice and hot here. We're going to pop this in and cook it for about a minute and a half on each side. You should hear a nice little sizzle there. So,
While Brad's talking about that,
Yeah.
we talk about our cash and carry. We have a lot of professionals that work here at Cole. A lot of great professionals that work in the culinary industry. We also have some great guys and gals that work in our warehouse, right, Brad?
Yes, we do.
So we have a great, unique, I would call it a unique opportunity for a lot of folks here in Quincy in our driver training program. Did you know we had a driver training program?
yes, I did.
It's
I
one
did.
of the most, I would say, hidden secrets that we have at Cole Wholesale. So say you're a 19 or 20-year-old young man. Like, and Brad did this back in the day when he went into the Marines and
Yep.
into the Army, right?
That's right.
And thank you for your service, sir.
Oh, no problem.
So we have a lot of guys in our community that are 18, 19 years old, and they're looking for the career path. We can actually train somebody. Imagine us at 18 or 19 years old, Brad. We wouldn't know what the heck we
No,
wanted to do.
absolutely
I didn't know
not.
I wanted to be a corn dog salesman. You didn't know you wanted to be a chef, right? I had no idea.
That's right.
So now we get to do, some of our guys that don't know what they want to do, they can come to Cole, and we can actually train them to drive a truck and have a career path for the rest of their lives, much like being a chef,
right.
much like working in our cash and carry showroom. It's just having that professional touch.
Yeah.
What do we got going here?
So I already flipped it. So we're on.
How do you know? How much time?
Well, about a minute and a half. So on a high heat, you don't want to cook it all the way through because it's got that nice red color in it. It's going to be that. It's going to offset with the radish garnishes we got going on here.
Your eyes
So
again.
you smell that?
Oh, whew.
That smells really good.
It smells delicious.
It smells really good.
Can't wait to eat.
I know.
How much longer on this side?
I think we're about done here. So we're going to take this out and flip this right over here.
Nice.
Okay. We're going to kill the heat on our pan. And then we're going to slice this to where you can see the color and all that
So
good
you're looking
stuff.
to kind of sear it on both sides and not have it cook all the way through, which is what you
Right.
can see where that white is on the top and the white is on the bottom, and that really nice color on the inside.
That's right.
Beautiful, Brad. It's like
that's-
you're a darn professional. It's amazing.
The taste of this is absolutely amazing. And what we wanted to do is kind of play on some flavors with some dressings and stuff. So what we're doing today is an Asian dressing, and then we're going to kind of top it off with that little bit of that little oomph on the backside, with the sushi sauce or unagi sauce. It gives it a whole different flavor profile. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, just
exactly.
checking.
Unagi.
So unagi umami.
Exactly. Say that 3 times.
No.
Okay.
Okay, just checking.
So we're going to finish this up here. Quick.
Beautiful.
That's pretty, isn't it?
I love it.
Nice, something nice for the spring and all that good stuff. So we got some garnish. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Man, see, I knew I
Great
got
sous
you here
chef.
for
That's
something.
what I'm here
Exactly.
for, Brad.
So we're going to hit some of that. Here is our Asian dressing. So this is a toasted sesame dressing, and we'll have the recipe for this here at the Cole Cash and Carry showroom.
Oh, cool.
If you guys want to stop by and grab
Yeah,
that.
we make those for every one of these videos, and we print them out for everybody. Right?
Yeah, they can just stop by and grab it while you're picking up the ingredients, or just coming out and checking out the showroom. And here's our unagi or our sushi sauce. Sushi.
Easy for you to say.
That's right. And that's it. So I hope everybody's got a fork.
It just so happens.
You just so happens you do.
Bob, do you have
Bob,
a
do you
fork?
have a fork?
Why, yes, I have a
Oh.
fork.
I happen to have one right here.
Oh,
How handy.
this is going to be unfair.
How handy, okay.
So here, let me get this over here. Let me get this over here so we can all just kind of fight over it. So you ready?
I got my own. You all have that.
Oh, you're gonna dig. You're
Yeah.
gonna dig in too.
I get my own. They're sharing.
Make sure you get a
Sharing is
nice
sharing.
bite. That's right.
That's excellent.
Oh, so good.
Well, I thank everybody for coming in and helping me. Aaron, thanks for helping me cook. As he got his mouth full. Bob, thanks for eating stuff. And,
Yeah, no, glad to be here. I mean, again, we appreciate our partnership here with Cole Wholesale, and again, congratulations on 25 years here with the Cash and Carry showroom.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
thank you.
See ya.
See you next time.
So how was it, Bob?
It was excellent. You know, I like seafood, tuna. You know, done well. There's a big difference between that kind of tuna and chicken out of the sea out of a can.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was really, really good, and the Asian dressing on it and earlier, it was absolutely just fantastic. So.
Do you think you can cook it now yourself without burning it?
Tuna is something I've never really cooked well. Salmon, I've figured out just because I've done it so much because I really like salmon. Shrimp is easy. I think if I want some tuna, I'm going to maybe just call up Bradley Darnell and say, hey, can you whip me up some of that tuna stuff that you made me? That was really good. So, coming up, our friend Andrew Wellman is going to sit in this chair, and he and Brittany are going to talk a little bit about what Muddy River Engraving has to offer this month.
Muddy River Engraving has been fantastic to work with, especially when I need something last minute, quickly. Andrew has just been fantastic to get me everything I need in a very quick, effective manner.
We work in a fast-paced industry, so for us, the fact that he personally delivers to it, that's one of the best things, and always comes through ahead of schedule.
What do I love about Muddy River Engraving? I love that Andrew supports the businesses that work with him. We'll see him in here almost every week, and that's nice that two people are helping each other out, pushing each other's product.
What kind of shows will you see on Muddy River Gems each month? The same award-winning storytelling from Mark McDonald and crew that you enjoyed for nearly 20 years on PBS. Muddy River Gems with host Mark McDonald. A new episode every month online from Muddy River News. Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
All right, welcome back, and now joining me is Andrew Wellman. How are you, Andrew?
Great, Brittany. How are you?
Good. He's with Muddy River Engraving. We just saw your ad just a second ago.
Really?
Yeah. So you're joining me here today to talk about what's new with Muddy River Engraving.
Yep. So we have a new gift set. These will be good for like corporate sponsored gifts, groomsmen gifts, any special occasions. So now we have these wooden boxes that we can engrave on the front of it. Any logo, any monogram, as well as it comes with 2 bourbon glasses.
I was going to say, what's in the box?
Exactly.
What's in
all
the
kinds
box?
of goodies. We have 2 bourbon glasses, 2 slate coasters.
Nice.
And it will come with some whiskey stones as well. So just really kind of upscale. Something a little bit different than what I have been doing.
It's pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming you can put whatever in the box afterwards, too.
Exactly.
If you wanted to display these bad mamma jammas on your
Yeah.
shelf, go ahead and show them that. And we're setting these on our usual table.
Here, yeah, we'll just put these right on there. Do you have anything put in them?
Oh, yeah. We'll have to get that.
We'll have to
here
get that later.
Yeah, here shortly. But this is on the table that Andrew engraved for us. So
Yep.
This is actually like an old thrifted table that I think I found at one of the thrift stores in Hannibal, and you were still able to make your mark on it.
Yep.
So even like if it's not like the greatest wood, you can still engrave on stuff like that. I mean, I don't know what kind of wood this is. I'm not a...
This one was fun. Let's just put it that way.
So it's cheap wood. It's difficult.
It was fun. Let's just put it that way.
So like if the material is not that sturdy? Is it hard to engrave? What's the softest thing you can engrave?
It's a good question. Probably like the fake leather and stuff like that. But as far as like wood, it really just depends on the wood grain.
Okay, and your hats, obviously.
Yep, and the hats, tumblers, all that kind of stuff. When it comes to wood, it just kind of depends on the type of wood also. I can engrave just about any of it, but at the same point, the wood grain may not be consistent with the engraving. So you may have spots that are a little bit darker, some that are a little bit lighter.
All right. I was thinking to myself earlier today, I was like, I wonder, 'cause, I mean, it's like, you come up with so many things. I'm like, what is it that he could not engrave? And then I was making breakfast this morning and cracked an egg, and I was like, I bet you Andrew couldn't engrave an egg.
I've engraved a bun.
For real?
Yep, actually did.
For real?
For real.
How do you do that?
Just put it right underneath it, low power, and I was able to knock it out.
Wow.
Yep, we're actually going to do it for a local restaurant down here, but after a day, the engraving went away.
Okay, so I challenge you then to try to engrave an egg.
The outside of it or the yolk?
I don't know.
Let's just try the outside of it.
Yeah.
I have some eggs at home. We'll try it.
Yeah, try that and record that
for
me.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add to our viewers?
Just, we're looking for sponsors for the Crosstown Showdown. We also want everybody to come out for the Crosstown Showdown August 16th, so save the date. Have a band going to be out there, celebrity bartenders. It's just going to be a really good, fun time. Out at the scoreboard.
Awesome.
Yep.
And what time is that starting? Do you know?
5 o'clock, going till 1, maybe later. Who knows? Just depends on how.
It's a party.
Jimmy likes to party.
Yeah. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys partnered together on that.
It's been so much fun.
And then, again, what does that go towards?
So that'll actually go to the high school sports team. So we'll actually have celebrity bartenders. We're trying to get as many coaches as we possibly can, but then also, alumni. So we'll have 30 minutes of baseball, 30 minutes of football, basketball, all that, and those 30 minutes will then go to that sports team. So for all the tips and everything at that point.
Nice, nice. That's a really good, good at organizing, different people all together, bringing it all together, and, for what better reason but youth and sports.
Exactly. We, got to keep the lights on.
Well, thank you for joining me, Andrew, today.
No problem. Thank you.
Hello, I am Maddie McCartney, Miss Quincy 2025. I am also the granddaughter of 2 amazing grandfathers. Besides having me in common, these men both live with heart disease. One needed stents and the other had open heart surgery. In honor of our loved ones, join me in these steps to manage heart disease risk. Choose healthy food and drinks. That means a high fiber, low fat diet that limits salt, sugar, and alcohol. Doing that helps manage blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes risk, and maintains a healthy weight. Talk to your healthcare provider about exercises that is safe for you. Don't smoke, or if you do, work on quitting. And take charge of medical conditions by seeing your healthcare provider regularly and taking any medications as prescribed. For more information, go to the website on your screen. Your heart health is important to you and to those who love you.
Women are exceptional. In the workplace, in the home, in the community. We fill so many roles vital not only to our success, but also the success of those around us. We deserve health care that is as exceptional as we are. Blessing Health meets the varied needs of every woman, from OBGYN care and breast health to pediatrics for those of us who have little ones in our life. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way.
Welcome back. Now we're going to discuss a little bit about what's coming up this week and the shows that we filmed.
Our business spotlight, we are going to talk to Kristen Protzman with Ray Design, and we're going to talk a little bit about branding and design, kind of some fun stuff there.
I never actually understood anything about branding until she came in here.
Yeah.
I mean,
cool stuff.
To that degree.
Yes.
I always thought I was carrying my brand, but then she spoke about, the stats and stuff, so it is a lot of information in that.
Yeah, no question about it. It really matters when you want to really try to push and promote your product. So, Club Muddy, the mayor-elect, will be joining us.
Yes, we get to sit down with her. It was an honor, obviously, to have her on right after the election, and I hope you get to check that one out because love to hear from her. She did lose her voice the day of the election day, so it is a little hard, but bear with us, and I think you're going to like that one a lot.
And Frankie Murphy-Giesing and Josh Klitz with another episode of Frankie and the Klitz.
Hi.
Maybe a little parental guidance on this one.
Yeah,
Gotta
I heard
warn
that's
ya.
R-rated.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
again, that one is for a good laugh. It's
Yes.
it's for your entertainment. Those guys can always, if you're having a bad day, pop them on the TV, because that's actually how I watch it now. I stream from my computer to the TV, and I'm entertained.
You Bluetooth in that, or you HDMI in it? Do you have a cable?
Oh, Bluetooth then.
There you go. So yeah, that's the way to go. So, and then also coming up a little later next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about areas of sexpertise with Leah Hemming and Aspen Gengenbacher, and how can people jump in on that?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and post the link online again with a little bit about what this is about, but I want that link for people to, it's a Google document link so that you can anonymously submit your questions. And like Aspen says, we're not looking for your IP address. This is super anonymous, and hit them with some hard stuff, some serious stuff. I know like some of you like to joke about this, but this is the opportunity to really learn something.
Yeah, and again, complete anonymity. Don't worry about anything like that. So, and I think that something else that we're also going to talk a little bit about, we mentioned Brian Renfro earlier. We did an interview with him a few weeks ago. We're going to go ahead and run that with a little bit of an advisory before it said this was recorded before he said he was leaving. But we talked about his departure, potential departure, in the interview as well. So lots of good stuff going on.
Also coming up this Sunday is another Sunday sit down with Kate and Nate from the Lux Health and Wellness Spa. They did do one before that was here in our studio, and now we go visit them in their spa, and they tell us a little bit about the differences between Botox, fillers, and all that fun stuff, along with a bunch of other questions.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. They're great to work with, and they just do such a good job. And their business is growing. They're bringing in more people, and it's just really great to see local businesses really grow and thrive. So
they're also entertaining and funny as well.
They really are, yeah.
Coming up next, sports with Matt Shuckman, brought to you by Neiman Foods.
Well, happy Friday morning, buddies. It is another week in the books, another weekend on tap, and we're starting to find things to get us outside more and more. Weather's starting to trickle that direction. I know we had some rain and some wind this week, but we're starting to find more reasons to get outside, which is fantastic. If you check out our website today, muddyriversports.com, you'll see a story about spring turkey hunting in Illinois. So we're starting to venture that direction. I know there's a bunch of guys getting out fishing, guys getting prepped for the spring hunting season. Guys are going to start looking for mushrooms eventually, and that all, again, get outside when you can. I know I'm itching to go fishing, so I'm going to try to break away maybe next week, sneak away when I can, find my favorite fishing hole. So again, check out our story on the spring turkey hunting season, and we'll have more outdoor stuff coming up at muddyriversports.com. I got a cool thing I want to try to do on legacy of guns. Talking to some people who have had, a shotgun or a rifle passed down through their family that their grandfather purchased, maybe a great grandfather, somebody brought back from war, and passed it down through the family. So I think it'd be kind of cool to discuss that with some local hunters and where their guns came from and how much they treasure those memories. So we're going to work on that as we move forward. Obviously, a lot going on the spring sports front. Make sure you check out muddyriversports.com every chance you get. We started a new thing this week called Take Note, where we're going to try to highlight some of the best performances or the most unique performances on a daily basis. We want to make sure we've been posting our scoreboard every night, which is literally just a list of scores of everything that's taken place that day on the college and prep scene. But we want to try to get into a little more in depth, just a couple sentences here or there on certain aspects. For example, Thursday night, Quincy Notre Dame beat Liberty 4-3 in extra innings. In softball, Elise Sedovic, came off the bench and sparked the winning rally. She had done that in the season opener against East Dubuque. and I believe those are her only 2 plate appearances at the varsity level this season. So kind of cool that she did that. Abram Wewell has got a 7-game hit streak going after hitting a 2-run home run yesterday for the community baseball team against Liberty. Luke Guthrie played in the Corn Ferry Tour Club Championship, or Club Car Championship, not Club Championship, Club Car Championship. So you got an update there. Anna Peters for the Camp Point Central softball team, 4 for 4 yesterday and 4 RBIs. So I mean, we're trying to get more names, more highlights out there. So if you see something that intrigues you, see something you want us to touch on, let us know. Feel free to reach out anytime. Always looking for a good story idea. Always looking for something to highlight our area student athletes. So anyway, have a great weekend. I know the weather's going to be kind of crappy, so hopefully we'll get some games in, see some action. Saturday at Flynn Stadium, I think the weather's supposed to be nice enough for this. Quincy High School Track Invitational going on. So if you want to see some good track action, you can head out to Flynn Stadium on Saturday. Our guy Shane Holsley will be there all day, bringing you stories and photos from the track meet. So again, have a great weekend, Muddy Buddies, and we will be we'll see you here next week. Make sure to check out MuddyRiverSports.com for all your sports coverage.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
Uh-oh, April's here and tax season's knocking. Feeling the crunch but not quite ready to file your taxes? Don't sweat it. We've got your back.
That's right. Life gets busy and sometimes you need a little extra time. Filing a tax extension is quick, easy, and gives you 6 more months to get everything in order.
And the best part? It's completely free to file for an extension with the IRS. Just make sure you do it by April 15th. And don't forget, you still need to pay any taxes you owe by the deadline.
Need help? Our team of tax professionals is here to guide you through the process. Whether it's online, on the phone, or in person, we make it simple and stress-free.
So don't let tax season stress you out. File your extension today and take the time you need to do it right.
Visit vnrtax.com, call 217-222-6568, or stop by one of our convenient locations. Remember, tax extensions are about peace of mind, and we're here to make it happen.
Don't wait. File your extension now and breathe easy. Your taxes, your timeline, your way.
How's the weather affecting your hair lately?
Whatever do you mean, Bob?
It's been windy.
Yes, and also
That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about my hair. I feel like
It looks great.
you know, they're like, "What have you done? What have you done?" I honestly have done nothing. I'm trying this no heat approach, so it actually works out really well with the windy weather because now it looks like it's just winded natural.
The way it's supposed to be. So here's a little bit more about the upcoming weather from Nathaniel Jones and Brent Clare, and how's the weather up there from the Farm and Home Supply.
So me and my neighbor got in an argument the other day because my trash can was in his yard.
Yeah.
It got blown way out of proportion.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It was the wind that did it.
Yeah.
I'm meteorologist Nathaniel Jones. This is meteorologist Brent Clare. So how's the weather up there with your weekend forecast and the daily impacts to your life? So Brent, we missed out on some storms yesterday, some severe storms to the south. But do you see anything coming our way, percolating here?
You know, it's if anything, we're going to be going back into the gloomy days of late winter again. The highs barely in the mid-50s and lows. We're going to see some sub-freezing temperatures go into the beginning of next week. So obviously, you know, we're spoiled. I told people, you know, if you get the 80s too early, you're going to pay for it.
You'd be disappointed.
Yeah. So again, a very, as I called it, raw forecast coming up for the next few days with some on and off showers and just temperatures just, oh man, 50s. Just to say it makes you kind of. Now, I'd say the other day it was mid upper 50s, but the sun was shining and the wind was not blowing, and it was actually pretty nice out. And I think I was short sleeved, and I was like, yeah, I was getting things done. It's real nice now. Now it's muddy.
Muddy, cloudy, windy, 50. Not a good combination.
Yeah, but there's still work to be done. So, unfortunately, but that's all right. But yeah, it's just going to be a very dreary couple of days. We'll see some sunshine though as we get into Sunday and Monday as we kind of clear out, and then we see a little warming in the middle of next week with some more showers come in. But for storm-wise, I think we're going to call it kind of quits for a little bit. We have a storm coming in tomorrow that should stay well south of us though, so I don't think we'll have to worry about that. But again, yesterday it finally ended up to be a high-risk day, which is very rare. I mean, people, we don't usually see a high risk in a year, and I don't know if yesterday was blown out of proportion. I still haven't looked at the reports yet, but still, just the way the tornadoes were popping there for a while there was pretty amazing. And then even yesterday morning, I was watching it very carefully too. That what was happening yesterday morning. In case you were curious. Now we had about 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches of rain yesterday. So, and most of it came about noon. But what was happening is the warm front was lifting up, and people tend to think that your bigger thunderstorms and your bigger tornadoes come with the cold front. Not necessarily. We've seen some of our biggest tornadoes that I have seen have been not necessarily here, but that I have documented. Have occurred with the warm front. And what happens is it's a change in the winds. The wind is blowing from the northeast to east on the north side and then turns to the south. Well, anytime you have that change in the wind, that's what you get it. And that's what happened with these storms yesterday. They were forming in the south, southern Missouri. They crossed that warm front. They got that little turn in the atmosphere, and that's why they were kind of producing little small spin-ups there around Columbia. But once they got past that, they just lost their energy, and it just fizzled out and just ready to rain. So that's why we saw those tornado warnings to our southwest last night or yesterday morning. But we couldn't get quite to our area, thankfully. So that's because of that. Just where the fronts line up when the storms come in. So
thankfully we didn't have any tornadoes, but we did have straight line winds in the Lincoln area. We have a store over there in Lincoln and knocked out power to a few thousand people, but it was winds that did that, necessarily tornadoes. But there were 227 tornado warnings yesterday, all in all, between the different states. So that's just crazy.
Yeah,
insane day.
I have different radar programs and just watching all the polygons slide up to you can't tell what's radar and what's warnings. It's just so thick, and so. But yeah, it's again, it's spring, and for us, obviously, like a week's respite, but I can't remember if it was week 2 or week 3. I was looking at some of my analogs showing that maybe taking increase of storms again. But eventually we got to warm up.
Sometime get that sunshine out and enjoy maybe a non-windy day.
Even yesterday, when after yesterday afternoon, when that warm front lifted up. Wow, it was a little humid, a little warm, and I was since there was kind of hard to do anything outside in the farm lot. Decided to build some patio furniture and just kind of making a little sweat there in the basement or in the patio. So but yeah, it was a nice day, and of course today just a little cooler. I think a lot less wind. That's the big thing. It's like again, it's the wind. It's the wind. I think a lot of people are just fed up with the wind right now because just how many times can you move your trampoline or your trash cans back, like you said?
Or so in grass seed, I was doing that the other day, and it just come right back at you. So even if you have like a really small spreader, it's going to just
it's going to go everywhere.
Chaos.
Now speaking of grass seed, now the lawns are definitely perking up with this rain. That's really neat. I am not quite ready to do that. I need to build a huge 10-foot rake to pull all the sticks that fall off. I could literally build a tree with all the sticks that have fallen down and tree limbs that have fallen down. So I need to build a nice rake for the front of my tractor for that. But yeah, we'll be hopefully seeing some mowing going on.
It's about mowing time. I said last time within 2 weeks. We're probably within a week now.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely within a week.
Need mowing, so
definitely within a week. And like I said, there may be some parts in the lawn we'll just have to do anyway. But the one thing I noticed this year is there's a lot of dead thatch in it. And so we'll have to see about thatching it, maybe dethatching it, maybe a little. Then of course, in our neck of the woods, it's like we're not that really picky on overseeding or anything like that. So, but there is one patch that probably needs a little bit of TLC. So,
well, I know a place that has some of that stuff.
Just a little bit, yeah. I heard that. And I think I've actually seen a video of you trying to demonstrate that and failing miserably. So,
I will say, if you're looking to plant grass seed, I've learned from a lot of experts over the past couple of weeks as we've had them in house. If you're looking for a stable grass seed that can grow in like any kind of conditions, that really grows up green, the Gold Star Tall Fescue that we sell is one of those kind of multi-purposes. So from sun and shade to really sunny areas, whether you have a lot of moisture, that Gold Star Tall Fescue will grow in most conditions. So if you're looking for something that might fit, it's pretty much a one-size-fits-all.
That's good. Of course, it all depends on how much you want to mow your lawn too. Because
correct.
For us, when we have 6 acres of lawn to mow, you don't want to necessarily mow it every other day. So
you don't want a fast-growing fescue.
You don't want a fast-growing fescue.
All right, we're going to bring things to a close here for this Friday. Don't forget, next Tuesday is Election Day in Hannibal. We will have complete results on all of that stuff. And, are we going to be able to continue to have Pothole of the Month if the potholes all get filled in 100 days?
I don't know.
She's killing our sponsorship.
No kidding. But we are going to drop the winner of the Pothole of the Month for March later today in an article. And then we're going to bring up the new Pothole of the Month that runs for April. Again, how you submit that is you enter your picture of the pothole in the comment section of the Facebook, and it has to be a picture that you have taken. It can't be just a meme. We had a lot of entries that were memes, and it's got to be an original photo. So get out there, take those pictures. Don't get hit by a car while you're doing it, and
please.
Hopefully you win a free alignment from Delta Tire and Custom Wheels.
All right, and I think that, but if Mayor-elect Moore gets all the potholes filled, we'll go find some potholes out in the county or or the townships or something.
Sure.
There's plenty of potholes to be had, no doubt about that. So, also don't forget, when you go to Muddy River TV, there's all kinds of good stuff to watch.
Yes, so Muddy River TV houses all of our video content. Like anything from the past, you can go there and grab it from the past. Just in the past week, we had The Relic Hunter from Muddy River Gyms. It was a great episode. You can still go ahead and check that out. Also, we have the past episode of Muddy TV Cribs, and that's brought to you by C. Quincy. Go ahead and check those out at muddytv.com.
Yeah, we've got all the stuff there, muddyriver.tv, get you all the stuff there. It's a great site, great repository for everything we have.
Wait, I just said that wrong. It's Muddy.
That's why I just corrected you. And
I
was going to, hopefully, it was going to be seamless, but you did not have to call attention to it. I covered for you, like I generally do.
Thank you. I appreciate
There you go. So, well, now we are going to say goodbye. You have a lovely weekend.
You too.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.